Sup boys, today I'm talking about the paradox of overlearning in trading and how overlearning is going to affect your performance, it's going to affect your results, and it's probably going to make you a worse trader than somebody who isn't learning all the time, okay? I think this video is going to be super relatable for a lot of you guys, especially those of you who aren't yet profitable or you haven't received any payouts and you're just struggling, okay? You're in the learning phase and you're just struggling, okay? I am the same. I make these videos to reinforce positive habits for myself and also just to, when I speak things out loud, I realize the problems that I have myself, okay? Sometimes the best advice that you give people is really the advice that you need to hear yourself, okay? So we're in this together, but these are going to be really helpful points, and I think a lot of you guys are going to relate. All right, starting out is problem one. And problem one is pretty obvious, and I won't spend too much time on it, but it's just going to be analysis paralysis, okay? The more you learn, the more time you spend watching YouTube videos, watching TikToks of influencers and their trades that they've taken, you know, getting deep into Reddit, looking at people's opinions, right? It's all opinions. There's opinions here, there's opinions there. Every trader has different opinions on how the market moves, how they think it's going to work, okay? You need to just take a bit of a step back and focus on one strategy, keep it simple, and the best way to learn how to be better isn't from watching YouTube videos on new indicators or new things you can implement into your strategy. It's going to be looking back at the data of why you have taken losses and then figuring out for yourself how you can fix it. So more into analysis paralysis. Let's say, so the way I trade is I basically use daily profiles for my bias as well as the daily time frame, and then I'll look for like inversion fair value gaps on the lower time frame for entries. Now, let's say I go on YouTube because maybe I took a loss. Now I get on YouTube and first video I see is add this to your strategy to stop taking losses. And then someone's saying, only ever use the 5-minute time frame. And you're like, well, I always use the 1 minute. And now someone's telling me I have to use a 5-minute. And then the next time you get into your trading session, you're like, oh, well, this is working perfectly on the 1 minute, but I remember maybe I should be using the 5-minute. It's like you're just constantly in this cycle of not knowing whether you're right, not trusting yourself, okay? Sorry my mic's shaking around so much because my desk's a bit shaky. Now we've got problem two, and problem two is the most important, and I think that this is going to be the part that's super relatable for you guys, and that is going to be emotional burnout and learning fatigue. What I mean by emotional burnout is that, let's say, okay, so for me, I trade at nighttime because I live in Australia, but let's say you live in the US and you trade in the morning. So you wake up, you trade at like 9, you're done by 11. And let's say you took a loss, right? So it's 11 a.m. in the morning, you've got the whole day ahead of you. What are you going to do? Okay? You're probably going to want to learn because you are annoyed that you took a loss and you want to learn how you can not take a loss tomorrow. All right? But what this is going to do is you're going to spend all day, potentially, I think a lot of you would because I've done it, I still do it all the time. You spend all day learning new information, learning new ways of refining your strategy, going back through your data, doing all these different things, right? I'm not saying it's bad to do that. It's good to do that. But by the time it gets to the next day, right, you've spent so much time learning and trying to perfect your strategy and trying to perfect yourself to become this perfect trader, thinking that there's a way you can top tick the market and bottom tick the market every day. You're going to get into the next trading session, and then if you take a loss again, you're going to be like, bro, I just spent all day yesterday learning and I've still taken a loss. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? I'm going around in circles. Nothing's working out for me. You're going to get stressed. You're going to get anxious. You're going to get upset. That's going to lead to revenge trading. It's going to lead to over trading, right? Especially over trading. And that's because you're going to be like, well, I just learned all this new information. Why isn't it working? It has to work. It has to work. I'm going to enter again. Or, I'm going to take another one because the fact that it didn't work doesn't make any sense to me. Okay? So over learning all the time is going to really affect your results, but it's going because it's going to affect your mindset. It's going to affect your mental. Problem 3 is the myth that your favorite trading influencer knows everything about the market. Okay? This is kind of funny to me because I get caught up in this quite a lot, and I sort of find myself thinking this and then realize, what am I doing? Okay? When you watch these videos of popular traders, it's always videos, the ones that go viral anyway, are always the ones of them hitting full TP or them making all this money or, the list goes on really. But it's going to make you think that, oh, well, this trader's always right. They always seem to catch the top. They always seem to catch the bottom. No, they fucking don't, all right? It seems like they catch the top and the bottom every day because that's the videos that get pushed out to you by the algorithm on social media, okay? Either that or they just don't post their losses at all. But you got to realize every trader loses all the time, okay? Yes, some people are super good traders and they win basically all the time, but for your average trader, for us, for retail traders, we're not going to win all the time, and we're probably going to win only just enough to be above break even. All trading is, at the end of the day, is winning more than you lose and making more on your wins than how much you lose on your losses. Okay? This is why I sort of preach 1-to-1 risk to reward ratios a fair bit, because it makes it super simple to know your data and your stats, right? All you need to do is be right more than 50% of the time with a 1-to-1 and you're profitable. Okay? I really like 1-to-1s. I'm working on figuring out a better way of scaling at 1-to-1 instead of taking full TP. I like scaling it a little bit out, but that's irrelevant in this video. Problem number 4 is one that I think is super, super relatable, okay? And that is seeing videos of people telling you to take action, okay? You see a video, it's like this motivational video, someone's going, or maybe a TikTok, and it's like, 2024, you did nothing with your life. You sat around, did the same old thing every day. But 2025, you need to take action. You need to take action on your goals. It's like, okay, well, no shit, you need to take action on your goals. But when it comes to trading, what the fuck are you meant to do with taking action? It's either taking action by overlearning and just learning all day, spending all day consuming content from all these different people, convincing yourself that you're not as smart as you thought you were, or taking action as in pressing the button and getting into a trade, right? Trading is the opposite of taking action. Trading is not taking action. And so you see all these videos on social media of like, take action now. And you're going to literally be spending so much time learning because you feel like you're taking action. But in reality, you're just complicating things for yourself and you're making it harder for yourself. What I've done recently to stop myself from getting trapped in this cycle of overlearning was starting this YouTube channel. The reason I make these videos is because, one, I like to use it as a journal for myself, and like I said, reinforce positive habits. But another good reason for why I have this is because it distracts me. It literally distracts me from thinking about trading all the time. And I mean, I do have to think about trading because I make videos related to trading, which makes it kind of hard. But it gives me something else to focus on. I get to spend time thinking of ideas for videos, thinking of ways I can make my videos better and make my channel better. And that forces me to spend less time worrying and getting anxious about trading all the time. So I would encourage you guys. I've had a few comments in the past of people saying they really want to start like a YouTube channel or something. But one guy said the other day, he said, hey man, I really want to start a YouTube channel, but I'm nervous that my friends at school are going to make fun of me and I'm embarrassed. And I was like, bro, that is so sad. That is really sad to hear. If you're watching this video, bro, please make that YouTube channel. But it makes total sense. Like, I feel the same way. I made this channel on a new account that nobody even knows about in my real life. Because I find it embarrassing, but also because I just don't really think that it's necessary for people that I know to know about my channel. Like, I don't need to get those extra couple of views from those people. They don't care about trading. Trading is not anything they're interested in, so why do they need to see it? Okay. If you want to start a YouTube channel or start posting TikToks, just make a fresh account. Make a fresh account that nobody knows about and start posting. The algorithm's going to connect you to people that like trading, and you're just gonna have a bunch of people that know about trading following you. Okay, who gives a fuck, man? At the end of the day, you got to do what makes you happy. Got to make videos if you want to make videos. But just do something. Maybe start reading. I've been loving reading recently, reading books. That's sort of learning, but you can learn about like yourself from books, and you can also just spend time. I started reading fiction more because I think I just spent too much time reading like self-help books, and fiction's a nice sort of little escape. But just also spending time with your friends, spending time with your family. Stop neglecting everybody and all this stuff because you're so worried about trading, and you feel like you need to be learning instead of being at your family dinner and spending time with your grandma. Shit like that, you know. At the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. If you already know enough about trading and you've got a strategy, just work on fixing it and going through your data and just making little tweaks. But you don't need to be spending all day constantly consuming and constantly learning. I think that really does set you back. And obviously, if you just started out trading, it's go crazy on the learning. You got a lot to learn, but if you've been trading for a while like me and you've got a strategy that works, stop worrying about all the learning and just enjoy your life until the time comes where you need to sit down and get on the charts. Thanks for watching, boys. Appreciate you all. Free Discord in the description, completely free. And yeah, like, subscribe for me. Sweet as. See ya.